Hello guys, this is Big Fish, and as late as this may be, right now is 1-7, 1 a.m. So today we got this new comment from Nguyen or something. I probably butcher your name. I'm really sorry, man. Like, my Vietnamese is horrible. But this is something I want to say. All right, so he's got a question. Hi, boss, which is probably me. Can you make a video about how to counter classes with high mobility like Raven, Archer, Fletcher, or Hassassin? All right, so here's a couple things that I probably want to tell you. I guess there's also more like a question than an answer. Like, what do you mean by how to counter? Do you mean like when is the right timing to use your pedal ward, your skill pedal ward, or actually you want to know how to fight these classes? Because then I think it's a lot better if you say it like, can you make a video about how to win or how to beat the set classes here? I think it's a lot more easier to understand. But all right, let's go on with the video. So I'm gonna be talking a little bit about the first one. I think I'm gonna be talking about the Fletcher first. The Archer is kind of like low range. It's pretty much the same. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about the Fletcher first. Sorry, give me a second. All right. So let's start the video. All right. This one is from my video, the 11 skill analysis. If you haven't watched this video, you should watch it. It's very good. It tells a lot about the uses of the 11 skill and what you can actually exploit using that. On with the video. I'm gonna be talking about my fight with this guy. He's a Fletcher. All right. So I'm just gonna like roll the video, and then I'm gonna be talking a little bit after everything. Okay, so I start a fight here. Okay, as usual, you have to use your 11th skill, alright? It's very crucial. Why? Because when you use your 11th skill, you have faster evasion, because you need a lot of evasion to actually fight, like, this kind of types, because these classes really chip you down, so you have to often dodge some skills. Alright, so if you see here, give me a second. I'll stop when I think I need to. Alright, so the first thing in mind is he was out of position, alright? He was walking to a proximity over here, which is a place which is like the distance in which my cold snap still can cover, you know? So my cold snap can actually reach him from that kind of range. And he actually don't use any skills, so he's got no super armor, he's got nothing. And I just took my gamble and I went in with cold snap. And even if he actually clutched it and he used a super armor skill on the very last millisecond, I can use my pedal ward to absorb the knockdown effect. So and then I can dash backwards and buy some time. See, like on this case, he actually ended up dodging on the very last second, which is a good decision by him. That's a very fast reaction, to be honest. And if you see here, give me a second, I'll put this thing to 41. All right. If you see here, see, he don't get knocked down from my absolute zero. He actually got resistance. All right, so he got resistance, and so he got lucky, I guess, and he don't get knocked down. So he actually went out. All right. See, you can't do what I'm doing here, which is like just me standing up and doing nothing. I can do this without getting punished because I know I kind of already memorized the range between that skill and me, and knowing that I am quite knowledgeable at knowing the range of his skill, I know 100% that I will not get hit. That's why I just stand here and do nothing. But you shouldn't do that. If that was you, I would want you to actually walk here. Just walk a bit further away. Wait for your cold snap to go off cooldown. Alright, I think on this video I was trolling. Pretty much, do you see that one? So I'm basically, do you see how much evasion that I used? You guys remember? We'll watch back again, alright? We'll watch this thing back again, and I want to really count. Right? So I have 4 evasion. I went in, and now I have 3. I used 1 or 2 only. And do you know how much he used? Let's count again, alright? That's 1. That's 2. I think he used 3 there. I think he panicked and he used 3. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. Alright? He used 3. That means right now he probably only have either 1 or 0. Either one. Alright? So right now I have an advantage in terms of evasion. And that is the reason why I am actually setting up everything. And if you see there, I actually used my skills to actually buy some time, you know? Like I'm using my cold snap and my frigid burst to actually bait him to keep using his evasion. Alright? And because he has no more evasion, he probably has nothing left by here. Alright? 1, 2, 3. Alright, 3. He's got probably 1 left or 0. And he's got no more evasion. So essentially when you're against a Fletcher, you kind of want to bait a couple things. One is their evasion. 2 is their skills that have super armor, which is the jumping skill, and the one that he charges for a long time. Those 2 skills have super armor, and you want to bait him into using it. And actually, you don't need to try really hard, because eventually Fletchers will, like every single Fletcher that I see, will use these skills in order with their rotation. So this kind of this they will use it eventually. They will use it, and so you just need to really time when is the right moment for you to actually go in. And the idea is you want to play very, very defensive or very, very offensive. If you play very, very offensive, say like, okay, the game started, you want to go instantly to him, and if that fails, you want to back off and run very far away, and he'll start chasing you, right? When he starts chasing you, he will, and just use your pedal ward to buy some time, use your cold snap, or just use 1 or 2 evasion. So you want to use your skills first before you use your evasion. And what you want to do is you want to bait him into using more and more of his resources. You want to make him waste his super armor skills, his evasions, just to chase you. And just by any means, there's no way he can chase you. All right, there's no fucking way a Fletcher can chase you. All right, you're a Primrose, and he's a Fletcher. There's no way that he can chase you if you play your cards right. Alright, then this is what happens. He's got no more evasion, and as you can see, he got he got easily opened up. He used his opening was clearly very, very shown, in case you don't see here. Alright, here. Okay, he's got nothing. Now you watch. He's got nothing left. At this point, he's got nothing left. Alright, and if you see here, I saw that my frigid burst is about to go off cooldown. And I have 1 evasion advantage, all right? So this is what I did. Just went in, boom, I went in, all right? I faked it. I faked going into him. I actually pretended that I went to the side, so he will actually get closer to me because he don't get scared, because he saw that I was using my evasion to go right instead of going to him. And then I turned immediately. It's like I went like that. I make a sharp turn and just. So I dodged to the right, and I just charged in front of him. All right. So I went from here to the right, and instantly I went front with the frigid burst, and this thing it takes him by surprise. And as you can see, the combo was then executed pretty easily after this, and he's dead. All right, pretty much when you're against a Fletcher, these are the kind of things that you kind of want to pay attention to. You want to kind of use your cold snap to actually dodge his skills. Most of the time, what you want to do with a cold snap is actually when he jumps, you know, that skill, when a Fletcher jumps backwards and shoots, and he got super armor plus invincibility. What you want to do is actually use cold snap and go into him. All right, so you want to go inwards. You want to charge at him when he's jumping, because this will get you to a closer proximity. And what this does is this enables 3 of your skills, which is your Pellet Ward will then be useful because your range on him will be very short. If he fights back without a super armor, he will trigger your counter and he's gonna get dazed. Or you can use your cold snap into maybe frigid burst. That's also possible. But essentially, I think it's a lot better if you use pedal ward because it also gives you forward guard, so it doesn't really like you're not in danger. Most of the time, it's gonna be a lot better for you to actually just use pedal ward. And even if you don't use pedal ward, you can just use cold snap, and then you press your evasion once without targeting anything,